Hello and welcome to the Hornby the Collector, issue 123, spring 2020, and it is the centenary year, the Hornby, 1920, that's when it first started, to this year, to 2020. It says Princess Royal lands will win a trio of 66. Reviewed the Rocket Workbench J15 upgrade. Let's open up and see what we've got inside. Oh, I just forgot to say, they sent me 2 copies. The reason why they sent me 2 copies is because they got the address slightly wrong in one of my magazines. They missed out, so they thought that there was like 2 different addresses, even though they missed out a line in one of them. So I now got I'll probably keep one wrapped up. Might send it back, I don't know yet. But anyway, they sent me. That's the reason why they sent me 2 copies of exactly the same magazine, both issue 123. So just because they got one line address wrong, that's why they sent me 2. Anyway, let's carry on. Contents: the news, HST, Swung Song, Dreaming of Steam, Breaking Royal, Rocket in the Shop Standard, 2MT. Next, I'll quickly read what it says. There's news, welcome. Paul Appleton, the editor, has written, I've written these welcome notes in the week the UK government implemented something asking to lock down, set to be a minimum of 3 weeks, but likely to be considerably longer due to the COVID-19 pandemic that is sweeping Britain and the wider world beyond. At times like this, the most important thing is human life. We take for granted our liberty, but at times like this, we have to think about the old and vulnerable and do our bit to reduce the spread of this terrible disease. Of course, one of many consequences is that the model railway exhibition circuit has been discriminated. Many shows have already cancelled or postponed it, even before this week's extreme announcement. With a total ban on events and gathering of large groups, eventually indoor shows have been included and cancellations now run the world into the summer. So we are all at home. Well, most of us. We should spare a thought for the key workers who are still out there providing vital services with times on our hands that we weren't expecting to have. So what better way to spend some of it than doing a bit of modelling? There is no excuse now for putting off that grand plan of yours. Oh yes, there is. The model shops and DIY stores are all shut. Still, there will be time to do some work on the layout or finish that wagon kit using materials already to hand. At the time of writing, many shops with websites will still be able to offer a postal service, so it is worth checking out websites for giving your favourite supplier a call. They might be able to help. For some, money will be tight during these difficult times, but even then there are things that can make by recycling household packaging and other materials, or not have a scratch building. A row of shops or terraced houses perhaps you can build the superstructure now and then finish them once the shops are open again and you can buy brick, paper and paint. It's amazing what you can achieve with a little bit of imagination. If we all pull together and get rid of this coronavirus, then the sooner we can get out again to attend shows, visit our local model shops and preserve railways. They will need support more than ever after these fellow weeks and months. Stay safe and keep modelling. That was Paul Appleton, the editor. Rocket in the Shop Standard 2MT. Next, with the 2020 announced of all Stephenson's rockets having landed in the shops already, the Hornby Centenary editions. See page 48 to 51 for details review. So we've taken some of the tail enders from the 2019 new tooling range. So we'll come to that in a minute then. So we've got the CAD of the Thompson A2/2 and the CAD of the Thompson A2/3, and we've got stereo 3D samples of the interior cab details of the original and rebuild the W4464, stereo 3D samples of the new ABT there. Model Rail Scotland held at Glasgow Scottish Events Campus. Model Rail Scotland presented Hornby the first opportunity of the year to present a finished approval, engineering and decoration samples of the general public. A number of products from the 2020 range already been available. The Hornby team were kept busy engaging with enthusiastic over the 3 days of the show, despite the catastrophic floods that affected much of northern England and Scotland during the century. Golden tickets to be won. Hornby announced that as part of their 2020 century celebrations, it has placed 10 golden tickets in various Century products boxes. Blue die-cast vehicles collection excluded. 9 of the golden tickets of each category worth £500 to be redeemed on the Hornby website, and the 10th ticket, special trip to the Bellman Pullman exhibition in September 2020. That's if they're still allowing that. More wins, more awards, more calling have been bestowed upon Hornby, with a full bag full of awards going its way to an announcement made by national magazines. New exclusive club benefits: you can buy some bits and pieces like a model craft 13-piece railway and hobby handset, or a light craft compact magnifying glass, track cutters, multi-purpose airbrush kit, helping hand and glass, or a little Port of London number 201060 diesel, or some plank wagons. The loss of HST song, The Loss of the West Country and East Coast Main Line. The iconic Intercity 125 is again on Scottish Highlands with more than 40 years service out of London, Penton and King's Cross to the recent end of what arguably Britain's most successful train. Number 43012 leads a rake of new Great Western livery coaches west past Cole while forming a Paddington Plymouth service in 2004, and that's another one, 15th May 1998 and 1986, and there is Paddington Bristol 2009. On Wednesday the 18th of December 2019, the LNER bade a fond farewell to the iconic Intercity 125 high-speed train at it embarked a special tour around 1,000 miles of its last journey on East Coast route. Number 43057 on the 1510 King's Cross leads waits at the platform at Newark as number 43095 approaches the 0950 Aberdeen King's Cross on the 22nd July 2008. There's still life in the old girl yet. Hornby model of the 43033, the real thing behind. Says, so what is the future of the hundreds of displaced HST power cars and their trained? Of course, many of them will be scrapped, but their historic importance will also be recognised as the first production Intercity 125 plus 43 power cars enter preparation. More importantly, a healthy number of them will continue to see use with the East Midlands Railway and ScotRail, while Great Western Railways have retained 24 power cars to form the 11-4 carriage formation and the castle class set for use on local service between Cardiff and Penzance. That's a bit about it there. And then of course Hornby model number 43014 Railway Observer is part of the train pack, so you can get like a network rail of it, Intercity, Inter 7 City, HST crossing Jamestown viaduct near in the key thing. Oh yeah, the Beatles Yellow Submarine. This is the one that makes my eyes go a bit funny with the way how they've done the Beatles Yellow Submarine title there. If you look at it too long, it makes your eyes go funny. This is one of their sets, Eurostar. You can get like a Eurostar coach pack or the Eurostar train pack, or you can buy them both if you want. So I expect ones with ones with track. I think it's the Eurostar coach pack. That's what I imagine. That's one without the track. Yeah, like the rolling stock is just like the driving car and the carriages, and ones with the track and accessories. Oh yes, Dreaming of Steam, celebrating 20 years of rail charters. After banning steam on the main line in 1968, with the exception of the Flying Scotsman, in 1971 BR lifted that ban, allowing the steam market to develop over the next 50 years. A market said to be worth 30 million annually to the UK economy, with over 500 steam charters in the last 12 months. So what is the attraction? Paul Isles joins Steam Dreams owner David Buck for its 20th anniversary special. I won't read all of it, but I'll read a bit of it. So he says, I have confessions to make. Despite the fact that I am a Hornby researcher, I am not travelled on mainline rail charter since I was a young lad back in the beginning of the 1970s with my parents. I have since travelled over many heritage railways from Hornby Heath, Church and South Devon Railways to the Tranent and North Railway Yorkshire Moors as well as a point in between, but before now then I've never felt inclined to join the main line steam charter. A published photographer of B1 number 61306 Mayflower at the former Snowdown Colliery with the 1Z113 1640 Featherston to London charter to the London Victoria charter led invasion from the Steam Dream Company to join them at one of their winter 2019 rail tours, and with the article which mine up to join the company's 20th anniversary tour to Salisbury to Sherborne Abbey from London Victoria on the 17th December 2019. 20 years on the inaugural Steam Dreams that, despite from London Waterloo from the same destination hauled by BR Class 5MT 460 number 73096 on 16th December 1999. And then he's got a Thompson B1 number 1306 Mayflower, the locomotive which started David Buck's adventure on the main line, seen here approaching Stephenwell in Kent. That's the end of the line there. Number 6223 Duchess of Sutherland turned at Yeovil Steam Centre in 17th December prior to returning the Steam Dream's 20th anniversary special back to London. Advert for the 100 years of Hornby, more than just a hobby, a lifetime journey. Upgrade for Hornby J15. Adding extra realism to your Hornby locomotive doesn't just have to be difficult or expensive. Phil Parker turns a Hornby J15 060 into a model of a hard-working prototype using techniques that will work with any model. That's just, but I think it's basically just weathering it really. Make it look like from a new model, like from that one there. Make it look like it's all been weathered. So I suppose we could, like with the tender, you could take out the plastic hull and put in some real coal, break up some real bits of coal and put real coal in it. I think that's what it's basically done. And it even says, my least favourite feature of any model is moulded plastic coal. Fortunately, it is also the easiest to deal with. Crush real coal with big pliers and sprinkle it over PVA painted on plastic. If you want to deeper pile, use a few drops of water down PVA. Yeah, so you could like put real coal on it, make it look more real if you really wanted to do that. That's the the end result. Make it look like it's been. So it's gone from that to that. Win a trio of Hornby 66 worth over £250. What's nicknamed the Class 66 known by sheds, garage, outbuildings? I don't know that. The winner will be announced in the next issue of The Collector. Email your answers to newsclub@thehornby.com by the 29th of May 2020, or you can send it into your Hornby Club competition. Hornby Hobbies Limited, Westwood Industrial Estate, Margate, Kent, CT994JX. Don't forget to include your address or contact details so we can get in touch if you are the winner. I don't think I'm more into steam engines than the diesels really. I don't think I'll be entering that competition. Black and white photo there. Ooh, of the old wagons there. Class 31 554 passes through Lincoln Centre with a lengthy mixed freight train in March 1969. I wonder if that would still look the same. I wonder what railway lines still exist. I wonder what it would look like there today. Interesting. Black 5460 number 44918 at Lincoln Rails at Lincoln Central with the RCTS East Midlands branch Notts and Lincoln Rail tours in September 1990. Page. The view of Lincoln shows a congested area immediately west of the station as the tracks converge into botnet for the level crossing. This is now pedestrianised with traffic diverted over a new bridge. And there's a model of that engine there, loco there. Revitalised Princess Royal. Stania Princess Royal 462 were the first Pacific built for London Midland and Scottish Railways LMSR. Hornby has delivered a brand new version of the 12 65 years since the first trying model hit the shelves. Very good cab detailing there. Princess of Arthur of Connaught. The 8-pin decoder socket is located in the tender, and there is also space for a 28mm round speaker. On the track, like any big 462 Hornby Princess, is the stronger one on the track. It uses a locomotive drive mechanism consisting of a 5-pole motor which powers the centre driving axle via a brass wheel and cardan shaft. The style of mechanism has been given impeccable service of a test model of the British Merchant Navy 462 Monsell S15 460 and Monsell Lord Nelson 460 amongst others. That's like a good loco to get, maybe, perhaps. Record-breaking Royal. It would be an understatement to say that the Princess Royal engine were a big step forward for the LMS, rather than a large Pacific, were a break with the company passed with a clear sign of the new principles that would dominate LMS motive power for the rest of its history. Fact file: built 1933 to 1935, LMS crew in service from 1933 to 1962, wheel arrangement 462, driving wheel diameter 6 feet 6 inches, boiler pressure 250 pounds per square inch, firebox grey area 45 square feet, cylinders 4, valley gear, wall chart, track director for 40,300 pounds, weight 104 tons, number built 12. Nice black and white photo there. Number 6207, 1935. Princess Elizabeth, a record breaking named after a current queen. The locomotive has been popular in preservation for a mainline special train. Number 6201 is seen here at Southside on the Central Car Line Railway on 17th of April 2010. Not only did number 6201 run without pause over the difficult route that includes climb to both Shap and Beatentook summit, it reached topped a 95 in both directions, taking in total the 802.8 miles. The return trip, which were covered an average speed of 69 miles per hour, and that was a steam world record. Did you know the namesake of number 46202 wasn't even alive when the original Princess Royals were created? The Queen daughter, Princess Anne, was born in 1950. Power Majesty, Princess Royal 462, number 6208, Princess Helena Victoria at Rugby with the Down Royal Scot in 1936. Princess Margaret Rose, August 20th, 1994. Regional running, bringing the Coronation Scot up to date. Princess Coronation Class Pacific number 6224, 1938. Interior of the LMS RFO number 7507 left, compared with interior of the Restore SVR base, example number 7511. So that's what it used to look like, that's what it looks like now, I think. Some design, the official drawing of the LMS RFO conversion for the Coronation Scot, privately owned RK vehicle number 30088, now in use as a summer house. Someone that lives at a railway station, they turned it into their house and got. That's pretty nice. Some more drawings there on the bottom there. And there's an emblem there, London Midland Scottish Railway Company. Fritz Hall celebrates 70 years in the business. 70 years continuous service to the model railway, frankly in an early achievement not realised as many concerned, but the West Yorkshire retailer thinks the model railway there's every prospect in reaching its century as celebrates 70 years in the trade this year. So it's basically like an advert for the shop, really, saying it's 70 years old. Rocket still the show. Last time you could buy a brand new ready-to-run model of the historic Stevenson rocket was almost 40 years ago. The collector inspired this fresh 00 model of the iconic to product of the part of Hornby 100th anniversary celebrations. Essential information: R3809 Rocket Century Edition with dispatch times and experience carriage, or R3810 Rocket Standard Edition with Globe, Renault and Wellington carriage. Prices are $189.99 for the R3809 or $179.99 for the R3810. So they've actually put the little chip in the barrel there. Normally you put coal or beer in a barrel, not a chip. A bit of a cutaway to show you what it looks like inside. Minimum space. Little is the word when it comes to rocket, as this model external dimensions are even smaller than the Russian 48DS, which we converted in 8cc 122. Even so, rocket has a locomotive mounted motor which drives the front wheel, while electric pickups are provided via the locomotive and tender wheels. The tender and locomotive are permanently coupled with 4 wires, plus there's also a neat plastic drawbar to take the weight of the train. Moving a step further, rocket is DCC. LSWR and LMS brake vans arrive from £24.99 to the SRL SWR, or £22.99 for the NMS. Hornby expanded its brake van collection with its release of its promised all-new 000 gauge models of the London and South West Railway LSWR new vans and the London Midland Scottish Railway LMS 20-ton vans. Got no one in the Southern Railway delivery as well. Got Port of London packet number R3679, packet W4004 SC Port of London blue livery, £99.99. The RRP, very good livery there. A 40-year-old secret, at last, a mystery that's been troubling Simon Colehouse for all these years was finally solved with a chance of a phone call. I won't read all of this, but towards the end of the 1970s, Hornby Hobbies obtained Hammond & Morgan Limited from Richard Colstam Limited, at the time owned the operated BT's, I remember that shop, the model and Hornby's chain of stores which were branches in many of the major towns in UK. Hammond & Morgan, later abbreviated to H&M, were at the time extremely well-known representatives for producing model railways, transformers and controllers, many of which are still in use today. I have one. One of the key reasons why Hornby Hobbies obtained H&M was they could introduce model railways products via H&M that were not suitable for Hornby. Over a 2-year period, H&M introduced several specialist controllers which did highlight a range of difference between themselves and Hornby. As time progressed, the difference was further brought into the fore when H&M introduced an electric track cleaning device, a rolling pad, plus a control dispenser featuring wires, plugs, connected as the whole host of electrical bits and pieces useful to modelers. To further underline the exclusive of the H&M product range, in 1979 they introduced to the UK woodland scenic, which when most scenic materials were made from coloured sawdust and sold for pennies, which were very much high-ended quality products, which a retail price to match. However, Hornby plans for H&M did not stop, as they were bigger and better ideas as they wanted to explore. That's a bit of it. Come and see, well, I don't know, Dorset Steam Fair, 27th to 31st of August. I don't know, another electric train show in October, Great Model Railway Show, November, Worley National Railway Exhibition. I think they'll be cancelled. We'll have to wait and see. I have to go to hornby.com/events to find out what's going on. Quite a lot of these I imagine will be cancelled. Then lastly, connect with Hornby via Facebook, Twitter, and the forums, Instagram, or their YouTube channel. Proud sponsor of the National Railway Museum. Well, there you go. That's the Hornby the Collector, issue 123, spring 2020. The centenary year 1920 to 2020. I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.